Wow.
The center of the sun. I mean, we can't even begin to imagine these things, can we?
Wow.
But that's the center because it's not just like a wood burning fire. I mean, it's nuclear fusion, which is hydrogen being converted to helium. So it's a
Wow.
massive, constant nuclear explosions. So
Wow.
the sun is just one other question that occurs to me. It takes the Earth 1 day to spin on its axis, 24
Right.
hours. What do you think? How long do you think the sun takes to spin on its axis? Bearing in mind the circumference is 2.7 million miles. This one might surprise you actually.
How long did
So
you say?
what is 1 day of on the sun? In other words, how long does the sun take to rotate round its axis once? Takes us
Um,
1 day.
yeah, yeah. Did you just answer the question? Did you just say it takes us 1 day?
Takes the Earth 1 day.
Uh,
We have 24 hours, and
yeah.
as we know, 24 hours is the time it takes for our. And you think the circumference I've already said is about 24,500 miles, so it's
Yeah.
going about
Yeah.
24,000 miles an hour, isn't it? On that
Yeah.
sense,
It probably
but
be
how long does it?
half of that, which is 12 hours, I would say.
No, it's actually 27 days. So it's
All
actually
right.
less than perhaps we might have thought. In your case, you thought a bit more, but no. So that's how long it takes. So
Right.
so this is the sun, and I thought I just mentioned the axis because that's going to feature in our conversation in due course. But I thought for at first we'd have a look at two or three other types of star, smallest, biggest, furthest, etc., because it gives us a perspective of this incredible star that we have giving us life,
Yeah.
life-giving sun. Incidentally, while I think of it, you've heard of the Northern Lights.
I have
You
heard
heard
of the
of those?
Northern Lights. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's where the Earth the sun constantly is emitting all
Rays.
sorts of. Hmm?
Rays
What
of
do you say?
light. Is it
Yeah,
emitting rays? Yeah.
rays of lights. It's streams of solar wind constantly being emitted. Now, when they hit our atmosphere, particularly at times where there's a lot of them coming out, so they can be predicted a few days ahead. They produce the most incredible light show stuff that if you've never seen it, which I haven't, it's
Yeah.
on the bucket list really, and it should be on everyone's bucket list. They create the most amazing um, indescribable beauty of lights and things zooming across different colors. Uh, Different colors. We talked about colors before. It's how our brain interprets all those light waves. But it's some people say it's kind of a life affirming experience to see them, almost a life changing experience. It gives you a new perspective of this incredible planet and the nature of the sun and everything that goes with it. So that's it's called the aurora borealis or the northern lights. Again, I don't know whether you realise it's not something I've thought about much, but there is also the aurora australis, like Australia, and the southern lights. They have the same thing because when the sun, all of these rays hit the atmosphere, apparently they're funneled to the poles, which is why you can only really see the northern lights or the southern lights in our case, at a northern country in the northern hemisphere. You
Hmm.
can't normally see them much further south. Occasionally you do, but very rarely. But yeah, that's another magical part of what the sun does. It gives us this incredible light show. But yeah, so let's look at some other types of star. What about the smallest star that we have observed? Now, let me just say it, just to have observed. Now, let me just say it, just to remind us, because we talk in light years now,
Right.
and a light year is the distance that light travels in 1 year. Now, light travels, as I'm sure you know, at 186,000 miles per second.
Right.
right? Light is much faster than sound. Sound is about 730, 740 miles an hour, which is how we can get supersonic planes. But light, and again, you get the lightning before the thunder, even though in fact they're both simultaneous. So light travels 186,000 miles a second. So to get the distance of a light year, you multiply 186,000 by the number of seconds in 1 year. Now, I know you're good at maths. Can you just tell me the number of
I,
seconds in 1 year, please?
I'm not good at maths. I am. I
I knew
am not.
a bit of an unfair question. Well, I say apparently I did check this. I think it's 31.5 million, 31,536,000 seconds in 1 year. Now you multiply that by 186,000, which I did in my head, not, and it comes out to 6 million, just under, fractionally under 6 million miles. Now, a million is a trillion. So we say 1 light year is 6 trillion miles, or 6 million miles. Now, the smallest star is about 600 light years away from us. So it's not in the solar system at all. It's way outside, but it's about the size of Saturn. Now, we've talked about diameter. So to give you an idea of the size of Saturn, which of course is one of the gas giant planets in our solar system, it's about 82,000 miles diameter. Now, the Earth is about 8,000 miles, so it's a lot bigger than the Earth, Saturn. The Sun is 865,000 miles diameter. So obviously Saturn, in terms of stars, is quite small. And this star, which is called, some stars don't have a name, they have letters and numbers. And all I really remember of this is the letters is EBLM. This is the smallest star discovered, about 600 light years away. And as I say, it's about the size of Saturn. So it needn't concern us, but it just gives us an idea of where that is in relation to the sun. Now, the furthest away star is something called Earendel. Spell that Earendel. And that's quite incredible. It was only discovered in 2022, this furthest away star.